So you're thinking of moving to Chandler, but you're not really sure how things are laid out, what it looks like, and you want to know a little bit more about what it actually is like to live in Chandler and how to get around before you make that move. Well, in this video, we're going to cover exactly that. We're going to take you around, show you everything you need to know about Chandler, where things are at, how to get there, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all of it. We're going to jump in, actually show you on the map where things are at, so you can kind of get a good feel for Chandler and what the feel and vibe of Chandler is. We got a lot to check out, so let's go ahead and jump in. Let's do this. I'm Samantha, and my team and I get calls every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Phoenix, Arizona, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making the move out here, whether it's 9 days or 9 months away, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, reach out anytime. We would absolutely love to help answer any questions that you have and help you make a smooth move out here to Phoenix, Arizona, or areas like Chandler. So like I said, we are going to be checking out Chandler, going to show you all around what it has to offer, where things are at, and everything that you kind of need to know if you're going to think about living there. So let's go ahead and jump into the map and check things out. Okay, so let's just jump right in and start checking out Chandler. All right, so all of this pretty much is the Chandler area. If you can kind of see, it's kind of bordered by Gilbert. So here's Gilbert right here. Border kind of goes like this. There's also Queen Creek, which borders kind of the lower kind of part right over here. And so this is kind of where the cutoff is. So this is kind of all the Chandler area. So we're just going to jump in, show you different neighborhoods, kind of give you a feel for where everything is located, where it's at, how long it's going to take you to get to kind of certain main areas and stuff like that, as well as some of the neighborhoods and everything like that. So let's just jump in and let's start right in the middle of it all in downtown Chandler. So right here is downtown Chandler. If you want to kind of get a feel for what downtown actually looks like, as well as all the neighborhoods, see different homes, price points, kind of just feel like you're actually in Chandler to really see what it's like. We actually did a full vlog tour of it. We went through neighborhoods, downtown, kind of the main employment hubs and everything like that. So definitely go check that out if you want to kind of learn more, see more about that. But right now we're just going to go ahead and check everything out on the map. So we've got downtown right here, which is kind of in the center and the heart of Chandler. The really cool thing about downtown Chandler is that they've kept a lot of the history with it. So Chandler is one of the older cities here. Arizona as a whole, honestly, and all the cities here are not that old. We haven't been around that long, kind of in terms of when things were established and stuff like that. But Chandler was established in 1912, so it's one of the older cities here in Arizona. And so since it was established a while ago, some of the buildings are older, they're more historic, they're smaller. They kind of have kind of an old cowboy saloon type kind of historic look and vibe to them, especially in that downtown area. But they received funding in the early 2000s to kind of revitalize and bring back some life into the downtown area. But what they decided to do is they wanted to keep and preserve some of that history. So they couldn't change the buildings and the structures in terms of tearing them down and rebuilding them. They could update the insides and stuff like that. So you'll see in downtown Chandler, a lot of these buildings still have that original historic look and feel. They've been updated on the inside, and there's so many cool restaurants and shops and stores and salons and kind of all these really cool independently owned businesses in there, but they've kept that history along with it, which is kind of cool. Anyways, moving on. So this is downtown Chandler. Like I said, really cool historic area, and there are tons of fun places to eat and get drinks and coffee. There's this whole little kind of enclosed patio area. There's outside patio areas. There's fountains and parks, and there's just a lot to do. Chandler has a lot of parks. It's very green, lots of trees and stuff like that, so it definitely feels different than some parts of Phoenix or North Scottsdale where it's like a lot of desert. But some main really fun things to check out here, there's a lot of breweries. You've got Perch Brewery right here. You also have Santan Brewing Company. That's one of the main local breweries here in Arizona. They are all over, and they're one of the biggest breweries here. They're in every different city. They're in airports. They're all over the place, and they actually source a lot of beer to different little independent businesses here, which is really cool. So you've got those main areas. If you like sushi, Eastwind is where it's at. You've got to check out Eastwind. They have a location here and in North Phoenix, and it is so stinking good. It is yummy. They've got the distillery,
as well. If you're interested in kind of the steakhouse brewery kind of vibe, they've got a barbecue smokehouse. West Alley is really, really yummy. They've got Black Rock Coffee Bar. They also have the Downtown Chandler Coffee Bar. So if you want kind of more kind of standard chain stuff, Black Rock Coffee has you covered. But if you want a cute little independent coffee shop, you can check out the Downtown Chandler Cafe as well. So there's just so much to do and see all in this downtown area. You also have the Chandler Downtown Library, which is really cool. I don't know if people still really go to libraries anymore after all the craziness of the pandemic and everything that's been happening, but it is there. So you can still access the library. They'll actually bring your books out to the car and stuff like that as an option as well. So there's just a lot. They also have like dine-in, cinema and theater. They've got arcades. There's just so much to see and do all in this kind of little downtown area. And it is kind of cool to see the historic buildings and everything like that. Right up the road, actually, you've got one of the main high schools, which is Chandler High School, one of the biggest high schools in that area. Chandler has really incredible schools, a lot of A-rated schools, both their public, private, and charter schools are all really, really good. And so that's a huge draw for people here in the Chandler area looking to relocate if they want really good schools. They usually will look kind of either in Chandler or Gilbert because they have some of the best school districts in all of the Arizona area. So all right, let's zoom out a little bit and we'll just kind of work our way around and down just to kind of show you some of the main points here throughout Chandler. So you've got downtown, which is right here. And then just to the left of it, you've got Chandler Fashion Center. Chandler Fashion Center is another kind of main shopping area and district. It's not like downtown where it's kind of like older and historic. Oops, meant to zoom in and I zoomed out. This is newer, so it's going to be kind of like that mall. They've got, it's kind of an upscale mall. They have dining, they have cinemas, they have bars, all the shops and everything that you're going to need is everything kind of right here. So whenever you need to go do shopping, hang out, have fun, they've got Harkins, which is one of the main theaters here. They have Target. Everybody needs a Target very close nearby. Target and Home Goods. Those are the two stores that you need. And Chandler has both. Ooh, look, they've got a TJ Maxx right here. Also very important. But you've got your Walmart, your gas stations, kind of everything right here. All throughout Chandler. This is, if you've seen any of the other videos that we've done, something really common throughout all the different areas in Phoenix is everything's just very convenient. You're never more than 5 or 10 minutes away from a gas station, a grocery store, big shopping and stuff like that. So anything and everything you need is pretty close no matter where you're at in kind of the greater Phoenix area, and Chandler is no exception. So you've got that kind of as one of the main areas. And then we're going to take a look kind of at some of the neighborhoods and the main employment hubs. So if we go right down here, you'll see this road right here. Price Road is one of the main roads throughout Chandler, and it's just a little bit off the highway. The 202 is one of the main highways that you'll be taking if you are in the Chandler area. I'll zoom out a little bit. So you can see the 202, the 87, and then up here, the 101 a little bit too. These are some of the main highways that you'll be utilizing if you are in the Chandler area just to get around. The I-10 a little bit too. Over here, here's the I-10, but it is kind of far away, so you won't be using that as much. But the 202 right here is your main one. 87 runs all the way right through, and then the 101 goes up here north. So those are some of the main highways. You can kind of see that Arizona is laid out with a lot of really good highways that can kind of get you anywhere you need to go in the greater Phoenix area. The highways are really well maintained. For the most part, they're pretty new. And as you can see, Phoenix and the greater areas around it as a whole is laid out on a grid system. North, south, east, west. We talk about this in a lot of our videos. It's really easy to navigate, basically. So that's kind of nice. All right, so going back here, just on the other side of the 202. All right, so we were right over here, over by Chandler Fashion Square. We're going to go a little bit south of that, and we're going to check out one of the main kind of employment corridors here in Chandler. So this is Price Corridor, and it's just all along Price Road, right down here, all the way through here. And all up and down here is the main kind of tech hub of Chandler. They're starting to call Chandler the Silicon Valley because there are so many tech industries that are moving here and so many that have been here for a while. There's a lot of big Fortune 500 companies that are headquartered in Arizona, and especially tech and software is really big in Chandler, which is really cool. There's over 100,000 technology jobs just within Chandler alone. So a lot of people are moving here from different parts of Arizona, different parts of the US, and also different parts like around the world. People are really moving here for the technology jobs, which is really cool. So right in here, this is kind of the main technology hub for a lot of those big companies and businesses and things like that. So that is the Price Corridor. And now we're going to move on talking about some of the neighborhoods here in Chandler. So kind of a little bit east, north, south, east, west. west, sorry, a little bit west of that main kind of shopping center over in Chandler, you've got the 12 Oaks. So 12 Oaks is one of the kind of highly sought after neighborhoods in Chandler for the homes, but also for the parks. As you can see, there's a lot of parks kind of all around here. You've got the baseball courts, baseball field. You've also got Mountain View Park. So there are a lot of really beautiful parks all throughout this area, really big ones, but there's also small ones in the neighborhood as well. So if you really like outside living, being close to lots of green and outdoor activities, kind of that 12 Oaks area is going to be probably a great fit for what you're looking for. As we go down here, there's kind of some more neighborhoods we're going to take a look at, and I'll zoom in a little bit. Ocotillo is one of the kind of higher end luxury areas and neighborhoods in here, and it is gorgeous. Some of the places that we looked at in our vlog tour were in Ocotillo, and it is the beautiful like luxury high-end condos and townhomes are all over in here, as well as those big single family homes, lots of gated communities, really gorgeous, new, all the amenities you can want. And as you can see, there's a lot of kind of all of that water living. So if you like living on the lake or parks or golf clubs, there is a lot of that here in the Ocotillo area. So if you like a lot of green, water, high-end living, this is going to be a great place for it. Speaking of golf courses, that is probably something that you notice. There's golf courses all over here. They have a golf course in Ocotillo. They have the Sun Lakes Country Club golf course, the Cottonwood golf course. They have Lone Tree. Mesquite is over here. There's another golf course over here. There's the Sunbird Golf Resort. There is golfing. Oh wait, don't forget Bear Creek, of course. There's golfing everywhere you look, not just in Chandler, but in Arizona and Phoenix, the kind of greater Phoenix area as a whole. We have the most golf courses per capita, actually, which is kind of a weird thing to have in the desert. It's a lot of grass to maintain and water and stuff like that. But one of the big draws for a lot of people coming here and visiting Arizona is the golfing. And so when the weather is beautiful, tons of people are out here golfing, making use of that. If you do want a discount on your golfing, they do discounts in the summer because it's really, really stinking hot and not a lot of people want to be out there. So if you want discount golfing, come in the summer when it's really hot and no one else wants to brave it and get out there. All right, so that was Ocotillo. Like I said, really beautiful, high-end living and stuff like that. And not too far away, just across Alma School, which is another one of those kind of main roads that all runs through here, is Hamilton High School. It's another one of the big high schools here in Chandler. If you have kids and if sports and kind of the sports programs and athletic programs are really important to you, Hamilton High School has one of the best athletic programs, specifically football. Chandler actually as a whole has a lot of really good athletic programs and schools and things like that, football especially. And so Hamilton is one of the schools that has a really good academic program, but it is really hard to get into. Just as a heads up, the competition is fierce. There is a ton of kids that go there, thousands of kids that go there. So it is, it's a little intimidating as well. All right, so moving on, we're going to go to kind of more south Chandler in this area, and we are going to look at Sun Groves. And Sun Groves is a big draw because of the schools. Some of the best schools are over in this area within Chandler, and so people looking for really good school districts and lots of options usually tend to choose to be in the Sun Groves area. So if schools and really good programs are important, Sun Groves might be a great fit for you. And moving right along, we have Chandler Heights. So I'll zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see. So Chandler Heights is kind of like on the outskirts of Chandler. It's like Diet Chandler. Still very similar feel and stuff like that, but you are a little bit farther out. And there's not going to be quite as many restaurants, stores, shops, and things like that. There is still everything that you need for every day, gas stations, groceries, coffee, all of the essentials and stuff like that. But you are a little bit ways from downtown. It's going to be anywhere from a 20 to 30 minute drive to get all the way over here to downtown area, kind of depending on the traffic and stuff and what streets you're going to be taking. So that is kind of a lot of the different Chandler areas, some of those neighborhoods, a lot of the kind of higher end or highly sought after neighborhoods that we see a lot of people wanting to move to in that area. If you are going to be traveling, whether it's for work, for fun, anything like that, you've got a couple different options for airport. You have the Mesa Gateway Airport. I'll pull this up really quickly so you can kind of see how long it's going to take you to get you there. Just as a heads up, this is a smaller airport. There's not a ton of flights and definitely not a ton of international flights. So if you're doing a lot of domestic travel, you may have some here and there where you can kind of get into the Mesa Gateway Airport. But if you're doing a lot of international flights, longer flights, and you don't want as many layovers and stuff like that, the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport is probably going to be a better fit for you. So if we're just going from downtown Chandler, it's about 10 miles out here to the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, and it's going to take you about 21 minutes. You're going to be taking mostly kind of surface streets and stuff like that. You can do the highway, which tends to take a little bit longer, especially during rush hour traffic. And let me zoom you out here so you can kind of see. All right, so that is the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, but then all the way over here, this is Sky Harbor International Airport. So you can kind of see it's all the way up here, and Chandler is down here. So kind of getting all the way over here is a bit of a drive. So we can map it out really quick for you just so you can kind of see how long it's going to take. But like I said, if you are doing a lot of travel and stuff like that, Sky Harbor is where the majority of flights in the Phoenix area are going to be going out of. So kind of keep that in mind. It is a little bit farther. As you can see, it's 17, almost 18 miles away. It's going to take you probably around 25 minutes. And this is, when we're looking this up right now, it's not quite rush hour yet. So tack on another 10 to 15 minutes when you're kind of factoring in rush hour traffic as well. So if you are traveling a lot and you don't want a super long commute to the airport, maybe Chandler might not be the best fit, just kind of something to keep in mind and to think about and to be aware of. So for the most part, that is kind of the majority of everything that we have kind of within Chandler. Like I said, if you really want a good feel for what the neighborhoods are like, what downtown is like, what that kind of big tech employment corridor looks like, and kind of the feel of Chandler, then definitely check out that vlog tour. Chandler is a very community-centric place. There's a lot of pride in Chandler. They have a city hashtag called I Choose Chandler. It is a very tight-knit community. People who live there really love living there and the lifestyle that it provides. So if you kind of want that higher-end lifestyle that kind of is similar to Scottsdale or California, you can have it all here in Chandler, but just for a fraction of the price of what it's going to cost you somewhere else. So maybe Chandler is a great fit for you and you want to learn more, reach out, ask us some questions. We're happy to help and answer any questions that you may have, help you figure out if this is the right place for you. But maybe Chandler is not the right place for you. And if you're still trying to figure that out, you can check out a lot of the other videos that we've done on all different areas throughout the Phoenix area. If you want kind of one video that goes through everything at a very surface level so you can see everything, get a good idea of all the different areas and find something that you feel might be a good fit for you, you can check out our Phoenix vlog tour. We break down every single neighborhood, city, area, suburb, go through it all. So feel free to check that out if you want. Or if it's not the right fit for you, or if you're still trying to figure out what it is that you want, or even if Arizona is the right fit for you at all, feel free to reach out. That's what we're here for. We do this every day, get to help people find what is going to be the right fit, help them find homes here, and kind of get to enjoy that Arizona lifestyle. So if that is something you're interested in, just reach out anytime. We're here to help. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends, whether it's 9 days or 9 months that you're making your move, just reach out and we're happy to help. And until next time, hope to see you soon.